Welcome to this week's episode of the Big Eyes Podcast. You already know what it is. We're here. It's me, LJ. I know you missed my voice. It's been a week. It's been a fun week, and you already know who I'm joined by today. What's good, bro?
You already know it's your boy AD. Happy to be here as always. You know what I'm saying? It's a chill Sunday night, even though some crazy stuff been going on in the week of anime. You know what I mean?
Man, this was a refreshing week because last week was. We just had a lot of good shit come out this week.
Yeah, man. Like last week, didn't last week we kind of had a break and we had our discussion for the week. You know what I'm saying? But
which was fun. Which was fun that everybody should go back. Go listen back to last week's episode.
Thank you to everybody who voted and gave us their input on the topic too. It was really good to see all the different opinions.
Yeah, bro. That was too much fun. That was too much fun with the eras, man. That really was. Once again, I'm still mad that AD pump fake me. AD lied. I'm 1,000% sure AD lied. I think AD lied.
How did I lie when you didn't even know? You didn't even know. How did I lie? You literally sat on there. We have the recording. It's out there. You're 100% correct, AD.
I know you lied. It's okay. All right, listen, bro. Hey, listen, AD capped last week. I think he is. I pushed the
glasses up for you, bro. I see you in the comment.
I think 2000s is still his favorite era, and he just knew what to come with. That curveball wasn't really a curveball, bro. Hey, listen.
It ain't a good story without a plot twist.
It's not. But no, man, we got a loaded week. I mean, that Black Clover chapter was absolutely bonkers.
I need to see that animated.
Okay. So as I've been catching up and reading, I was like, F it, I guess I'll watch the anime too. Whoop-de-doo, guys. No, listen. The anime is definitely. The animation is banging on that. I would like to see that animated too. You know what, man? I give once again, I give Black Clover a lot of heat, but it's cool. I'm gonna tone down the hate on it. I will let you guys know. So Black Clover fans, y'all can rejoice. I'll tone down the hate. I won't be so nitpicky with it. But
give a little small golf clap.
Give it a little. No, Black Clover crazy one. Jujutsu Kaisen, another one that's been really going crazy the past few weeks. Time Paradox Ghostwriter, which is slowly becoming one of my favorite mangas to read right now. It's Time Paradox is crazy. It's so good. It's so good. I like, bro, all the twists that is going on with that, the intensity of just the pressure is the situation. It keeps me drawn in. I'm just I don't know what's about to what's about to happen, but you have
that end result, but they have the most free leniency of okay, but you don't know how they're gonna get there. How is she gonna write the story at the end? How?
Yeah, dog. It's just so much. Yeah, like you said, you know how, but you don't know how. And that is the best part about this whole manga so far. I mean, it's only 10 chapters. I mean, 10 chapters is 10 really good chapters in a row.
Exactly. And it's also giving us a good look into how this works. I don't think there's really an understanding of how there's so much great stuff going on in Jump right now. There is so much stuff that's coming out. People are like, man, all I can read is One Piece. All I can read is Black Clover. But there is so much more stuff out here. And Time Paradox Ghostwriter gives us an idea into all of these writers. Is nah, bro.
Oh man, I enjoy it. They really are making. They're making this inside look, this inside look of how mangas are made, way more fun than it probably actually is. I feel like that job is probably stressful as hell. Being a writer, it's probably stressful as hell. But hey, in this manga, listen, Time Paradox Ghostwriter makes it look so damn fun. I mean, yeah, granted, he's cheating because he gets this this future. But man, listen, man, it looks fun. That's all I gotta say. But no, like you said, I do think, man, there's just a lot of good new stuff coming out. Have you read Mashley, The Magic and Muscles?
No, I've heard about it. I've heard like glimpses of the story, and I'm like, that's actually kind of fine. But it's also like, so when are they actually going to figure out that he doesn't actually have magic? Like, I might
I
understand it wrong. That's the only premise I have of it. Like I need to read it. That's the only thing. But I feel like that's something that goes a little bit crazy.
No, yeah, I haven't read it yet at all. I just look at the cover and I was like, that looks like if Mob actually continued to work out
Basically,
on the cover. That's what he looks like to me. I was, if Mob actually like ends up getting buff in the, you know, he continues
if
with
he
the
go,
workout club. If he
yes,
continues with the workout club and just gets buff, bro, that's him right there.
the
And I
whole
keep
body
looking at it.
improvement club, like the results of the body
Yeah,
improvement club, bro. Like,
whole body improvement club, bro. Watch. And that
oh
looks,
my,
but no, but we're here to talk about, I mean, a new anime that we're both really feeling right now, which is
oh yeah,
Bone Collection. Um, yeah, this is dope. Okay, it had a shaky moment. Because it started to remind me of Seven Deadly Sins, and in terms of like this has been even with A Gravity Boys, they did this, but they like kick things off with like so much like hypersexuality and like so much
yeah,
like horny. I want like, and
yeah.
I understand, like I understand that is yeah, man, and like I understand that is a very weird, but like a component of shonen is like kind of this. We're gonna be wild horny.
Yeah,
Gonna but
the power
sometimes,
of
man,
adolescence.
yeah, for real. It really is. It's, this is one of those things where, I feel that anime is geared towards, so many different age groups, or not anime, showing mangas is like geared towards so many different age groups that because it in the sense that they do it for young adults. I mean, they do it for teenagers, and you got to kind of connect all those things
Yeah,
together. And I do feel like that's a part of being a teenager is having these hyper horny moments. But
yeah.
it just sucks for real. I mean, it is, but no, it just sometimes it will take me out of a story a little bit if it's too much. If it's just kind of like, all right, man, like what is this really like kind of tying into right now? Like what is really like what's the point? Come on, man. Like
Yeah.
but no, Bone Collection is dope. It's dope. I like it. What was your initial thoughts? Like, I mean, it's only 12 chapters in. Like, what are your initial thoughts about it right now?
All right, so my initial thoughts was like, okay, first of all, this reminds me of, you ever remember that old show that came on like Toonami, like late 2000s called Kikaishi? Like it kind of reminded me of that. Like I don't know what it was, but it was like the story of the yokai and like the kid. He's not really a great he's not a great exorcist or whatever like that. I'm like, okay, this is kind of like a simple story, but then as I kept reading, I was like, okay, three things got me into it. One, the different bones. Like the bones, I thought it was just gonna be like straight weapons. Like, he made a sword at one point, and then he made like a spear. But then he pulled out a switch at a certain episode. I was like, oh, nope, I'm sold. I'm sold.
Yeah.
They playing Smash Bros. I was like, nope, it's the one. It's the one.
when they made the clone where
Yeah, and he was fighting the best friend who's a prodigy, and like she threw off a fireball. It's like, oh, it did really no damage. And meanwhile, he's over there just like practicing doing controls by himself. I'm like, dog, this is the one. This is the one. I'm sorry, nope, I'm sold. This is peak. Can't get no better than that. So
okay. Yeah, nah, that moment was really dope. He pulled the switch out. I was like, oh, the funny part too is like she was like, bro, you're trash at this game.
You're trash.
He was like, that's the stick.
Get up off of
That's the stick.
And then she started going in. I was like, oh nah, bro. And then the best part about that is like some continuity with that. Later on in one of the chapters, like she used to sneak into like arcades and beat up little kids. I was like, bro, what? Not beat up little kids, but like beat them on the games. I was like, dang,
yeah. Man, nah, that was definitely that was a cool moment. I enjoyed that one. Yeah. I enjoyed that one. No, quick side note before we continue to go on with this. For those who have not read Bone Collection, is a story that follows an exorcist named Kazami who only knows one spell, which is a spell that is to take the power of a yokai and turn it into like a weapon, or like he's able to take their power and use it. And then he meets this really powerful yokai named Para, and she's trying to become a human. And their lives get intertangled with each other. Being entanglements in this episode.
It really is an entanglement.
It's an entanglement. It's an entanglement that is going on right now. It really, man. So no, but no, well, it's a lot of dope stuff that's going on. But yes, that video game part absolutely was that was a top notch moment.
Yes.
So no, go.
No. I was thinking about all the good moments, but you can keep going. I was just thinking about like all the moments because I literally, as I was going through, I was like, oh my god, this is actually good. This is better than I thought it would be. At first, I was gonna be like, but now I'm like, okay.
No, yeah, I agree with that. There were like I said, there was a moment where it started. Like it kind of this was my kind of issue with. It's like 7 Deadly Sins is mixed with a little bit of no. This is what I meant to say. It's like Demon Slayer, right? But if you took one of the Demon Slayer corpse guys and just did a whole side story just about them, like this is what that feels like. If you take one of those like Demon Slayer corpse, like lower level guys, and you just kind of like took them and did a whole little side story with them.
It's funny. One of the chapters. My bad to cut you off, but like one of the chapters is like when they showed like the rankings of like the corp members, and I saw that's what really made me. I could see that. Like that's what sold me on that too.
No, yeah, and then like you got a little bit of, like I said, it got like that 7 Deadly Sins feel to it, especially if you look like the character design. Obviously the the sexuality in it and all that little other stuff. That feels very 7 Deadly Sins to me. And this, I don't know. I mean, I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I think it was like chapter 10 is really when like where I was like, okay, I'm all in on this. Like I'm really all in on this. That is when they meet the twins. Yes. When they meet the twins and they really start figuring out about how to use this spell, how to use this yokai spell, because they're like, bro, your guys' synergy is all out of whack. Like you can't even pull out for real. They're like, bro, y'all can't even use y'all strongest powers because y'all's whole little thing, they got washed too. They pulled up on dirt. Like they didn't even like, bro, they like didn't even say what up or nothing. Like really the first time introducing them is like them two just smoking them out of the air. Smoking they both like, got washed. They really both got washed. Bro, Kazami and Pyro both got washed. It like off rip. And they were just talking, having a conversation. Next thing you know, they just came out and just get stomped out. That shit was crazy. Like Runa and San came stupid, bro. Runa and Kassim. So yeah.
Meanwhile, they just like, we came to teach you about the synergy and everything like that. And they're like, okay, well, I want to be, Kazami's whole goal is, well, it's a little bit detailed. They go into the hierarchy of like the exorcists and their entire group and everything. And he wants to be the top. He wants to be one of the top. They meet somebody previously. What's her name? Abe. I think her name is Abe. She's at the top. She's one of the 4 kings who are like the top, like the elite 4, the Hashira for Demon Slayer, those type of elite people of that group. And he wants to be something like her because they have like the power to like say, okay, yokai can get exercise or not exercise. And you have Pyro, who's one of the most elite. She's what, double S rank or triple S rank? Class yokai.
She's a beast. That's all I know.
Yeah,
she's a beast.
She's out here, like, and so she wants to become a human to marry Kazami. Meanwhile, Kazami wants to be, the top echelon of exorcists. So they both are already clashing, and they can't synergize because they have different goals or whatever like that. And then you got the little girl Runa, who is one of the twins, and she's like a mute. So she writes out everything.
She writes out everything.
She writes out everything. She's like, bro, you guys need better communication. Like, men are dumb. She's talking to Pyros like, I understand. I'm like, dang, bro, you really just talking trash while this man just sit right here. He got to take all the trash. So they just sitting there communicating. They learn a little bit more about each other. I'm just like, oh man, this is actually kind of dope. I'm actually liking where this is going.
No, for real. I think my initial issue with like this manga, I won't even say an issue, but my initial thing was like, okay, what are really the stakes here? Like there feels like there was no stakes for like I said, so probably around chapter 10, chapter 8, like around there, that's when you start being like, okay, maybe there's some stakes. Like other than the fact that like this spell was I guess, quote unquote, forbidden.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the spell is forbidden, but for some odd reason, some people can use it and some people can't. And that's how like Abe got gets introduced in the story. Abe's like original mission was to see if he's using this spell, and if he is, to kill both the the yokai and the and the user and the exorcist.
Yeah.
Just to figure out that, hey, like Abe really knows and now used to beat her up. Purposely. He's like,
so bad. I was like,
bro, used to wait for her. Like, used to wait for her. It was like, yo,
and punch her back into the demon world.
How you punch someone back into the Hey, the Ryu callback though when she uppercuts her, it goes like,
I was like, that is so unnecessary. Shawty ain't even that bad.
Bro, it was wild unnecessary. But just a lot. Like, I think especially with these last couple chapters, especially this recent one I dropped. I just felt like I was like, bro, there's no stakes, and then now it's like, whoa, you're like, they kind of give you like a rush of information and like kind of a rush of like, they just amp it up like real quick. Like, next thing you know, like Runa's getting kidnapped and getting the 9 tails ripped out of her, and like a bunch of just this, that, and the third. I was like, yo, like, whoa, where is this? It took a big left turn. And
I was about to say, one of the big things for me is like, because the 9 tails is introduced at, I think in this latest chapter, that he was held at the yokai prison island or whatever like that, and that's where all the S-class demons and above are held. And it's like, dang, bro, they're being held there against their will to be experimented and tortured on, and you just sitting here just like, okay, so who are really the bad guys? Because you have a lot of demons here who ain't even that bad, and Pyra is one of them. You got the Milk Boy, and then one of Pyra's friends. Like, they're proving that all yokai aren't bad. You know what I mean? So like, who is really the bad people? Especially with the fact that you got Kazami here, who is able to harness demon powers. But in the beginning, they were like, if you keep using this power, you will end up a yokai yourself. But then you have Abe, who's like, well, there's really no definite proof on whether or not that's happening. So is somebody really lying, or like what's going on with that? So we get a little bit more insight on like what things that we might need to watch out for in the future. So I'm like, okay, everything ain't as what it seems to be in the beginning of the story, and it's slowly rolling out. So I'm like, okay, I kind of like this. I kind of like what they're trying to set up for like story plots in the future.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna give them their praise. Hey, the yokai prison I did too. I was fucked with that. The yokai prison. I was like, yo, they got my man's locked down. I was like, that's crazy. I mean, is that hey, is that police support? I don't know if that's police support. But the yokai prison is. But the yokai prison was a dope idea. I mean, all right. Listen, I understand. These guys are coming here trying to destroy the hood, and they're trying to destroy like everybody. So, okay, I understand it. It's not police support. I've come to this conclusion because yokai. That's a different level. That's a different level of things going on. That's a spiritual realm. But no, the yokai prison idea. That I fucked with it. I was like, yo, they're introducing something something a little different. They were just like, hey, we're not even gonna kill you. We're gonna just lock your ass up.
yes. The only thing that reminds me of like
maximum security.
The only other thing that reminds me of is like the Tartarus Prism and My Hero and Impel Down in One Piece. Those are the only two things that reminds me of. And it's like, dang, bro, like y'all really trying to torture people out here, but like, what if they ain't even bad for real? That's the other thing.
All that shit.
Like, they ain't even bad. Like, when it's a prison and they like actually are bad people, then it's like, okay. But what if they just like a spirit who are extremely powerful, but just really be chilling and just like hanging with humans? You know what I mean? Like, what if you got caught up and start getting experimented on? Like, all right, I like this. I like where this is going completely.
Once again, it's a great manga that you guys should read. Like you said, there's a bunch of dope stuff coming out. One of our favorites comes back this week.
Of course.
It was a nice break, though. It was a nice break from the storyline that we were getting.
Yeah. Oh, yes, definitely. Like we were able to see what everybody else is doing, what's been going on with everybody else. So I mean,
like for real, that was the best part because I'm not gonna say I was getting tired of everything that was going on, but it's nice to just we got other characters that we care about. we got other people that that we want to see shine. We know, and a future leader, a future hero leader really pulled up this week.
Shout out to that girl.
Shout out to Momo, because Momo was like, listen, my own lady was doing whatever she could. I feel this is what is. No, you're a football guy. I feel this is what offensive linemen feel like when they gotta go up against Aaron Donald. Like, I feel this is what linemen feel like when they gotta go against Aaron Donald.
No doubt, it's like, I gotta hold this man back. Hold up,
bro. Listen, he was. Oh my gosh! Listen, Gigantos was like, "No, master,
he was going for the sack. He is going for the ball.
Master is up. Get out my way. My pal woke up. It was just tossing her, bro. Threw her to the side like she was nothing. I was like, whoa.
Meanwhile, the villains are on the back, just riding here, just like, yeah. I mean, the boss must be awake, so we just gonna hit your ride. We just
they were just like, skip it. We cooling. Redistro, he like stressing out, which means he's getting more powerful. Yeah, but no, it was it was just nice to see a bunch of the younger heroes turn up. I like how they went to Momo immediately during the situation. Mostly because in the story, obviously it's we got our big three. We got our Todoroki, we got our Bakugo. They really, but like how they have built Momo, even just her character type, she has that leadership feel, quality to her off rip. And so although she may not be quote unquote the most powerful, she may not be one of the people that that we want to see in action and all that.
Yeah.
But her quirk, first of all, is heat. It's a tight quirk. Being able to kind of create. Oh yeah, definitely a top 5 quirk. And a top, like, if we're gonna be real, it's like a top 3 most practical one.
Realistically, bro, you got to think about how her quirk works too, though. Like, she has to know like the chemical compounds of all of these things to make them. Like, you know how the intelligent you have to be to like remember all of these formulas to create something. She's like Senku, but in like a more like what? She's basically female Senku, realistically.
Nah, for real. No, she really is. I mean, if you want to put her in in a level of intelligence, yeah. I mean, I will put her up there. I mean, because she, like you said, she has to know like exact dimensions, exact this, exact that, to even create stuff. So she is not she's not a dumb character by any means, and it's not just intelligence in terms of like book smarts, but we really get to see her kind of shine on a battlefield. I mean, we've seen it once before when her and Todoroki did
the training exam against Aizawa.
And that was really the moment where we're like, oh shit, like we see her step up. I mean, she stepped up multiple times. We look at when she stepped up during the exams, when they were doing like the school and the team things. I'm trying to think. There was another moment she had where she just stepped up and took leadership, and she's definitely the captain of like the B team. I'll say that. Like, you got your A squatters, but when it comes to like kind of like, I wouldn't say the B team, like second string. Like, she's like the second string captain.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Like when your heavy hitters are out there, being great, and she's like, okay, all the practical people, like, we gonna work and we gonna make a plan around like what we got right now. And like, okay, Momo, like, you stepping up right here.
Yeah, she really is. She's like, man, she was doing her thing. But it was good to step away. It's good to see kind of, I mean, this definitely added a more feeling of like this threat is very immediate of there's a lot going on, not even just outside of Shiggy. Like, there's Redistro, he's out there tearing shit up. Like Ganto, he's running towards Shiggy full steam ahead.
Yes.
Obviously. So it just reminds us that there is a much bigger battle going on outside of the one-on-one battle that is Deku versus Shiggy, that everyone is obviously hyped for. But you really start to see the the serious the situation where it's like, bro,
Yeah.
like
You,
they.
I was about to say,
No,
you really see this the gravity of the situation when it's Midnight who's trying to also help out and stop not Redestro, Gigantomachia, and she gets smacked up and like knocked to the ground, and she's the one who calls on him. He's like, I trust your judgment, you know what I mean? Like, you have to find a way to put him to sleep because I'm kind of busy. And then she gets bombarded by a whole bunch of other villains around her, and now she has to handle that. So it's like, oh man, like that's how you know the situation is crazy when you got a teacher and a hero relying on the students who they were supposed to actually be there to protect and like, not even get them involved in this crazy of a situation. But now they're like, oh man, yeah.
Class 1A was really only supposed to be there to just like, in a sense, be support to the support.
Yeah.
Like they were really like back lines. They're like, listen, your job is to get in, do what you got to do, get out. Like that's
exactly.
Whatever. If there's anything else, y'all let the big dogs handle it. Whatever. And I mean, we see this time and time again with this series where that is the plan, and Class 1A got to step up. They got to be heroes. They're built for this though. They exactly. True to this. They're not new to this. But it was cool, to have one of my favorites back. Also this week, a favorite of a lot of people is coming to an end.
Yeah. Oh man.
And so shout out to Haikyu. Their final chapter was this week. I'm not fully like caught up or like I'm probably like 100 chapters maybe. But no, I obviously this manga has I'm talking about an absolute crazy fan base. Yes. I watched some of the anime. I haven't read most of the manga, but I've watched some of the anime. It's it's very good. It's very fun. Yeah. I mean, this is coming to an end. It's pretty big. I mean,
it's so crazy to see how far it's come to. It's like you really see a lot of long running jump shows, but you really don't see like ones that go beyond 200 chapters. Like Demon Slayer barely got over 200. I don't even think Promised Neverland got over 200. Like, but you have Haikyu who put out over 400 chapters, and like it's rare that you see manga put out that. I think it's like the 11th most in Jump history. Like,
yeah, I mean it's definitely something long. So if you're someone right now that is looking for a long read, I would definitely recommend this one. Where do you think people are going to rank this? I mean, it's obviously huge. The power of social media is definitely in its favor too, of just how many fans this anime manga has. Do you think this is you think people are gonna hold this and revere this as like one of the best sports mangas ever?
Honestly, yes. Honestly, I think so. I think it's probably gonna be, if not the best already, because I'm thinking about all the sports manga I've seen. I've seen Prince of Tennis. I've seen Hajime no Ippo. I've seen Slam Dunk, parts of Slam Dunk, and Kuroko no Basket. I've seen Ace of Diamond. I really honestly think, compared to all of this, and I'm not caught up on Haikyu either. I've seen up to the 3rd season. But with the story that is told, I really think it is probably going to be like the best, one of the best, if not the best, simply because of the following, the story that it presents, and we might have to do a poll on that. I don't know.
We really might. We have to talk about it. What's the best sportsman? Because I know. We talked about this last week. Once again, calling back to last week's episode of, if the Olympics weren't canceled this year, I could have seen them doing something really crazy for this. With this,
it would have been some crazy promotion. Like, just imagine what Japan could have put out in like Weekly Jump while the Olympics going on. It's like, yeah, we got, people will love like special campaigns to tie stuff in, especially Japan. You'll see a whole bunch of like Japanese crossovers with like freaking ramen noodles and One Piece or something like that. And then like you'll see like crazy stuff always combining together on commercials. I would have loved to see what they could have did for Haikyu, but things happen. It is what it is. Fuck COVID. You know what I mean?
But no, yeah, I could see people holding this very high. I need to finish up so I can have a full opinion on it.
Yeah.
I definitely feel that I would just respect I'm not gonna be hating for no reason. This is obviously one of the biggest sports manga animes that has been released.
Yeah.
Slam Dunk does hold a very special place in my heart, just because of that the cultural references and that the basketball, all that. I feel Slam Dunk's really the one that took things to a whole nother level. So for me personally, it's hard for me to put things above that. Right now, I do feel that if once again if the Olympics happened, I feel it would have been a no-brainer. This is top one, no questions asked. The fact that we didn't get to see that sucks, and the fact that I haven't caught up. Slam Dunk's obviously number one. Love Ace of Diamond. I feel like I love Ace of Diamond, man. Ace of Diamond's just another really good, and I'm also very biased because I played baseball and I pitched. So those 2 days, I was just kind of I'm all in with this one. Listen, bro, I can't slander this. I can't slander Ace of Diamond.
Hey, man, my favorite character is Miyuki because I used to be a catcher, so I understand. I understand completely where you're coming from. I was like, okay, no, this is heat.
Yeah, there's for real. And then Hajime no Ippo is another one that I feel is just right up there, probably it has to be my top 5, top 3. Because I think that anime right there, that manga right there is just it is so intense, dog. That shit is intense, bro. Boxing, I think it really captures the feeling of just how especially if you've been to a boxing match, you catch the intensity, the gruesomeness, the fight of just being in a boxing atmosphere. I think it grasped that very well. But no, yeah, Haiku's done though, and that we're like I said, bro, we're catching the end of a lot of things. That's crazy.
That's the craziest thing. What else? And I think Jump put out something where it's this is the first time that there is going to be no type of sports related manga in Jump history for the last 11 or so years. So
that's crazy. There really is no other sports no Jump that's going on right now.
It's crazy. What do you think the next sports thing will be, if there even will be one to come out? What would you want that to be?
Ooh. I'll probably say soccer. Okay, I can't lie. I can't lie. It would be really dope if they did something with American football.
Yes. Oh my God. Thank you. All right. I'm not alone. All right.
All right. AD, you got the stage. AD, you got the stage. Talk your shit. No,
oh my God, bro. I just want to see some American football stuff where it's all right, you got a kid who's just out there on the field. He's been working his heart out, you know what I'm saying? But he just never starts. He can't get on the field. He has some type of condition. But then I want something like the jersey. You remember the old Disney show, The Jersey, where they put the jersey on and they step into the shoes of the athlete from the 90s? I want something like that, but American football lives. I want something like that. I would be so hyped for something like that. I ain't even gonna hold you. I would love to see following his teammates all throughout his high school career, all the way to college, until he gets to professional. And they either have to do okay, you have arena football, you got Canadian football. There's nothing greater than that. But you also have to experience. You have to talk about the injuries that go on, what happens post football, everything like that. I would love to see somebody somewhere write a deep dive into football. Oh my God, that would be amazing. I'm not gonna hold you. All right, I'm done.
All right. I think American football would be dope. American football. Why not? I think American football, anyways, fits the grass of shonen and all rip is ultra violent.
Yes,
it's mindlessly violent. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I really got for it to connecting with shonen. I feel that shonen does, you do great with violent things.
Yes.
They would make things like big hits, interceptions, all that seems so
Jukes.
dramatic.
I want to see Jukes.
Jukes is gonna be dope, bro. A spin move is gonna be the most intense spin move you've ever.
Pump fakes. I'm trying to see pump fakes and people get shook in the defense. Oh
man. Oh man. Hey, I would only want this. I would only want this if one of everybody got you read sports mangas. There's always that that one player on each team. I would only want this if one of those players was based on Chad Johnson. If they place one of those players on Chad Johnson, I feel Chad Johnson. Hey, Chad Johnson would be a great anime character.
He has to be like one of the antagonists from like a 7-on-17 from like a rival school. He has to be.
Bro. He has to be him. What are some other good NFL players that would be? Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham would be a crazy anime character.
Yes, bro. I need to see Bo Jackson. I need to see somebody who's like Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson. He's a superhero, anyways. Like he's a superhero. Hey, is there
like he's just a star athlete? He just plays every sport in the school, and he just plays football because it's just like it's something else that he wants to do while he's just out there on the field. Like he's just amazing. He's like the Boobie Miles of the team. I need somebody like that. Like, oh my god.
Bro, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny when they do something like what you call it? They're gonna name him something like really close to the actual name. Though his name's gonna be like Mo Jackson. I love when they do that. Hey, I love when they do that.
Yes,
like in boxing,
or they give them like the nicknames that are close to like their real counterpart nicknames, something like that.
Oh yeah. Like I love when they do like in Baki the Muhammad Ali Jr. thing in the boxing and the Muhammad Ali martial arts. Like,
oh my god!
Oh, that shit is great. Oh, we really do, bro. That shit is great. That shit is absolutely great. But no, yeah, I would be excited for American football manga, but. All right, man. Listen.
I'm blowed. First of all, I'm blowed by the way that we have to do this. So let me just get that out the way. Like it's so sad.
Listen. If you listen to this, you have made it to this part of the episode, and you have not read the new Dragon Ball Super chapter. We advise that we just put a pause on this. Pause it. Don't turn it off. Pause it though. Quickly get to that chapter. After your emotional state is after your emotional state is settled, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. God damn, bro. God damn.
What happened, bro? Like what? Where do we even start with this? Like, oh my god, like this is probably the most gruesomest shit that Super has put out in a minute, like if at all. Like what?
Listen, they must have heard us talking shit. We was really ragging on these niggas like last time, bro. They released the episode. We were really on ass. We was like fire to ass, bro. We were calling them all types of names. We were being mad disrespectful, bro. I can't even lie. I can't even hold you. We were being mad disrespectful. We was calling them repetitive. We said they were re-rocking. They said we were pretty much accusing them. We were accusing them of cutting our drugs, bro. We were like, nah, bro, this ain't gas. This is gas. Like, this is some, you know what I'm saying? You just sprinkle some of the exotic on, change smell, dog. Like, this is still some, bro, wow. Like, the fact that they murked Goku the way they did.
Yes.
I have never seen anything like that. Like, I have never seen anything like that before.
Like not only did they murk Goku like in the most gruesome way, you haven't seen Goku get murked like that since the beginning of Z, when Piccolo put a hole through his chest from Raditz. Like you ain't seen nothing like that in a long time.
Bro,
like
put a hole in this man's chest. Put a hole through this man's chest. I'm trying to think of that Jeezy line where he said look like a satellite come out your back. Oh my gosh, I can't remember it.
I'm done, dog. I'm freaking done. Oh my god.
Bro, it was like that. Like, what's that Jeezy line, man? I can't remember it, but nah, dog. Listen, this chapter, I have not seen them get this gruesome in a shoot. I don't even remember the last time they murked somebody like that.
Like the last time I think I've seen somebody, like we haven't seen anybody get murked like that in Super. Let's start there because it's like nobody in Super.
No one is. I mean, you had the moment where the Masu kills the Supreme Kai, right?
Yeah, but
even then, is not like this. It is not like this at all. Like this is something completely different. Like, bro, his like Goku looks. Yeah, dog. I cannot believe.
And not only that, like not only is Goku lifeless, it's the fact that like nobody could come in and help. Moro put up a barrier, and like they explain like how Moro put up a barrier. He also, because he absorbed 7-3 and 7-3 had already absorbed Gohan and Piccolo, he now has both of their powers, so he can regenerate. So it's like, okay, what can you really do in this situation? Because Dende can't even come in to heal anybody at this point. Like, Dende can't come in, Krillin can't throw them sensu beans. Everybody's about to get washed. Vegeta got washed, Goku got washed, Piccolo got washed. Everybody in there got washed. So it's like, where do you go? What do you do?
Well, I mean, all right. Listen, at the end of the chapter, a real one pulls up.
The OG.
A real one really does pull up.
He does.
And I'm like, yo, what is, because we already know the ramifications of him even like
being there and doing this,
being there and doing this. Like the fact that he even pulled up, it like lets us know that he was like, bro, like
fuck the rules. Like I can't stand by. I can't stand by and watch this happen.
Fuck the angel status of all day, bro. Listen, I mean, like, does Wiz pull up? I feel Wiz has to pull up for a moment of like, you sure you know what you're about to do? Because you know what I gotta do if you do this, right? Like, you know what's gonna happen.
Exactly. I really feel like I think Wiz is gonna come by after this because they were sitting there together. I feel like Wiz actually is the one who sent him there to do this. Like, he had to make the decision. Wiz was like, you can make the decision. You either want to continue being an angel and like screw all the rules, or like you gotta go. You gotta handle your business. But I'll let you decide that. And Maris was like, yeah, no, I just can't sit by and watch all of these people get killed while they're trying to fight for their people. Like, we as angels got to step down there and do something. So I feel like Maris was a real one. Was like, if this is what being an angel means, man. I'm not trying to be an angel. I was like, okay, cool. That's what I feel like this is going.
I feel like, I mean, Wiz may have said something. Wiz may have. I wouldn't say Wiz has like. I feel Wiz says something in terms of like, go do this, or like, be like, yo, you should go intervene or try to hint it at him. I would see them, like you said, them having a conversation of Wiz being like, bro, like I could see Mirrors being mad, like, yo, why don't we help him? And Mirrors and Wiz being like, bro, it is what it is, and Mirrors just kind of going off and just doing his own shit. But even when he does bend the rules, he don't bend them too much. Like they held Wiz as like he's a strong rule holder. Like even when with the Frieza, when we resurrected, he was like, bro, listen, I could only go back 3 minutes in time. Like, I want you to know this is a one-time thing I am ever doing. Like, he was like, I want y'all to know. We go 3 minutes. That's all you get. 3. This is really crazy. They really bugged out on this chapter, and I have never seen them act like this before.
Exactly.
I've never seen them act like this before. So,
like, for real. Man,
listen, like we said, like we said, man, if you got, if you're here, that means you read it, and I know you're probably in the same shaken state that we are in, because that chapter was crazy. That chapter is really crazy, like super really hard. I don't even care what Boruto comes with this month. They can keep hey, listen, I ain't gonna look at the Boruto spoilers. Hey, we're not gonna talk about it on this show. Maybe we talk about it next week, a whole 7 days later. But bro, you better kill Naruto. That's y'all's the only. Y'all gotta kill him gruesomely. Y'all better kill him gruesomely. Y'all better kill him immediately. First page, he should be dead. Like, that's just like really. Like, that is either that or that kid head better get blown off.
It's not gonna happen. They're still doing the whole thing with Jiraiya's clone. Like, nope, it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. Jiraiya's clone gonna die, and they're gonna think that's gonna mean anything to us, bro. What? I don't care about his clone.
Exactly. Where Jiraiya at? Like, for real.
Man, listen, dog. Whatever. I don't trust it. But this is this week's episode of the Big Guys Podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you follow follow the Lookout page. Lookout RNC on Twitter and on Instagram, where it's your one-stop shop for all things anime, manga. Constantly having fun on there. Make sure you follow RNC Radio live on Twitter. Us your We got it all, bro. All the content you want, music, anime, sports, wrestling, all of it, dog. Got it for you. Yeah, man. Thank you guys so much for pulling up. Sorry for the technical difficulties once again, but you already know the motto. Watch more anime, read more manga, drink more water. Peace.